Chris, we're at the midpoint of the year, and the market is
It's been a wild ride.
Been a wild ride. Despite the fact the market's up 6%, it has been a wild ride. I thought we'd spend just a minute giving a little bit of a sense as to what it is that we're paying attention to in regards to not the headlines, but what's going on in the markets and how we navigate that.
Yeah. So, I mean, headlines and sentiment. I mean, sentiment's definitely not the way to invest, although I'll show you in a second. Contrarian. I mean, this is what's happening from a trend standpoint. From our fast relative strength standpoint, which means what's got more strength than something else, domestic U.S. momentum has been pretty strong recently, okay? And you can see international's just right behind it. And that kind of makes sense. You look at a chart of the U.S. versus non-U.S. U.S. is in purple, and then the red and green is non-U.S.
It's a 1 month chart. So
that's a 1 month chart. So the U.S. has outperformed in the last month. But you look at it more on a medium relative strength basis, international still has the upper hand in that regard. Now,
and that bears out in the chart too. Year to date.
It does. Here's the year-to-date chart. The rest of the world's up 17%, while the U.S. is up 6%.
It's been a long time for that.
Yeah, it has been. And I mean, it showed up in the charts. Started showing up when? About March, thereabouts?
Middle March, yep.
Yeah, somewhere in that area. Because one was falling and one was rising. I mean, meanwhile, this is just a hated rally. I mean, bulls versus bears. AAII survey, everyone's still negative, and yet the market's up 28%.
I saw consumer sentiment from Michigan, University of Michigan, showed their sentiment survey had a May reading that was worse than at any point in 2008. So it's a kind of a weird dynamic in that it's so hated, and yet the market's doing what it's doing.
Yeah, it is. Probably the most interesting thing, going back to our medium relative strength, cash ranked first at the beginning of April. And now it ranks 10th, okay? So stocks outperforming cash, that's how it's supposed to work. So things are moving the correct direction.
That's right.